What's going on, Leet Nation? Your boy, Servant of Shiloh, back in the hizzy here on RPG Elite. This is the place, folks, where I focus on putting the RP back into tabletop RPG. How I do that, I give you tools, I give you tips, I give you tutorials, and I give you some of that real, sometimes uncomfortable talk about the tabletop RPG space and culture. Today, we are going to get into an expansion for the Cypher system, Rust and Redemption. Now, in order to use this, you gonna need this. We're gonna get into this today and how all of this looks. Now, I've made some videos about the Cypher system. If you wanna go ahead and take a look at that, I'll leave links for that down in the description. But today, it's all Rust and Redemption, baby. We're gonna get into this. Now, this is a two-part series, which means that next month we're going to do part 2 of a full inside look and overview of Rust and Redemption, but we're gonna do part 1 today. And at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you how to get a tool, or possibly how to get a tool that is gonna help you tremendously when using Rust and Redemption, or anything that's really like Rust and Redemption and beyond. And this will be the biggest giveaway that I've ever done on this channel. So I've already given it to you that it is a giveaway, but it's so much more than that and how I'm going to do that. But in order to know how you can get in on this and possibly get a tool that is just dope beyond measure, then you're gonna have to wait until the end of the video, or for all of you impatient folks, since I have video chapters in all of my videos, you can go ahead and skip ahead to the end and find out and see what you need to do in order to be a part of that. But right now, we're gonna slide into looking at Rust and Redemption. Let's do it and roll 'em. Now, Rust and Redemption is a post-apocalyptic setting. So if you like the post-apocalyptic type stuff, it will do you right. But it's not only just information about a post-apocalyptic setting, but it gives you the tools to where you can go ahead and make your own. Now, this is kind of like if you can see it, I'm gonna say it's semi-glossy. It's not totally glossy, or is it totally glossy here? Now I'm looking at it. No, it's semi-glossy because this graphic right here is kind of more like a matte finish type deal. And the back is just, this portion is glossy and this is matte. So I like the way they did that. They're gonna switch it up so it's kind of a mix. It is hardcover, and we are talking about, I didn't even look at the end, but we're talking about 224 pages of content for your post-apocalyptic setting. On the inside cover, right here, and let me show it to you a little bit simpler here, you have some of the art that we always have some great art when it comes to Cypher System, Numenera, Monty Cook Games. They're always got some great artists over there that they use on a regular basis, and I'm loving it. Let's get into the first part of this. This is 4 sections throughout the whole thing. So we're gonna go through each section with a brief overview of what each section covers. In the section on themes, one thing it mentions that's key to a post-apocalyptic setting are certain elements that are always running throughout, and they give you 3 sets of them. So the first is hope versus despair. And one of the things I saw, I need to say this. One of the things that I saw that gave me a red flag, there was a paragraph in there. Let me read this paragraph. And it was in the hope and the versus despair place. And I'm saying this mostly to MCG kind of directly. Here we go. For many, despair turns to anger. In a hopeless situation, people want to feel some control. Anger gives them a sense of purpose, even if that anger is directed, as it often is, at marginalized groups. Okay, it's that last sentence that was unnecessary. Listen, in the times in which we live, when you say stuff like that, there are people who are sensitive to that because of the times in which we live. And when I saw that, red flag for me. And I'm saying, was that even necessary to put that in there? Because I read that section without that paragraph and it didn't skip a beat at all. And so I'm saying, was that actually necessary to put in there? I know people in my comments just the other day said they stopped playing Cypher system because of stuff like that. Now, I'm not that sensitive to where, you know, something like that. I'm like, okay, I can see the subtlety, and it always starts off subtle, and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. I've seen this with other tabletop RPG companies. This is what happens. So I'm just putting it out there that, hey, people are watching and they're paying attention. And then on the next page, y'all talk about consent, but I'm going to do a whole entire video on that because that creative roadblock is a no-no in my book. And I'm going to break down actually that consent form. Why? I'm not getting on you guys. Well, yeah, I am. I am getting on you guys. I haven't lost no love for you, though. I'm just saying that, y'all. All right, let's keep going with the themes. Now, it starts off with hope and despair, and it moves into brutality versus humanity, another thing that is a running theme throughout a post-apocalyptic setting. And then rust and redemption. Rust and redemption. Now, what exactly are they talking about when they're talking about a rust and redemption theme? Well, rust is more resilience, and redemption is redemption. But let me talk about redemption real quick, and let me talk about the word apocalypse real quick, because etymologically, apocalypse does not mean destruction, like most people think that it means. It actually means an uncovering or an unveiling. That's actually what it means. That's why the book Revelation is called Revelation. And so that's what I'm saying. It is, you know, it actually means an uncovering. So when it comes to redemption, it actually doesn't mean what a lot of people think it means either. It actually etymologically means something that's being paid for something else. You redeem something. In kind of like the Christian theology, because y'all know that's where I come from. We, the people of God, are redeemed. How? By the blood of Christ. Paid for by the blood of Christ. So that's what redemption actually means. But we're talking about tabletop RPGs. I just wanted to throw that in there just to, you know, because I'm anal like that. Oh, well. And so you have these three sets that you have to kind of weigh when it comes to themes. So hope and despair, brutality versus humanity, rust and redemption. Now, one thing that you could do, just a suggestion, little tip, is just give it a number. So 1 going towards the negative more, and the top, let's say 5, going more towards the positive, and then pick a number of what you want in your campaign as you're doing this world building. So let's say for hope and despair, let's say you want to put that more towards maybe a 4, right? So more towards hope, not total hope, but more towards hope. And then maybe brutality versus humanity, maybe you just put that right in the middle for 3. And then for the last one with rust and redemption, maybe you want to put that at a 2. Maybe it's like, man, we just trying to survive out here and we trying to bounce back. And so you're more focused on that than trying to get back or pay back what you had lost, right? So just putting that out there as far as just one way that you could measure those for your particular campaign or setting. It moves on to balancing realism and the fantastic. Now, one of the things for me is that I don't really look at it like that. Here it is, giving my 2 cents, but nobody asked for it, but it is my channel, so I'm gonna do it anyway. Fantastic gives the implication in this case that this right here is not something that could happen within realism. That's not true. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Something that would be considered fantastic in our world today is the reality, or maybe not the reality, depending on what side of the fence you're on, is ghost. There's some people who believe in ghosts, said they've seen them, know they exist, they are here. Others say, no, they don't. That's just fiction. It's an illusion. You're being deceived or deluded or whatever. But that would be something that would be considered fantastic in our real world. So when you say fantastic versus realism, really, I would say that you should just be like, okay, the things that you would deal with every day, common versus rare maybe, or natural versus supernatural, but they are a part overall of your reality. I'm just saying. Again, you didn't ask for it, but it's my channel. Let's keep going. And then the end of this section is you figure out how it all went down, how it all ended. Now that is kind of a little bit of a fun endeavor. It has an actual table, and on that table, same thing. You have your realism, you have your, or realistic, and you have your fantastic. Now you can either roll or you can choose. And it doesn't just have to be one. It could be a mix of like 2 or 3 of them. As far as what went down, where everything just went to pot, at least it gives you an idea of what happened in your particular post-apocalyptic setting. Next are creating set pieces and plot devices. Now it lists tables to choose or roll on that include groups, locations, and secrets. It also gives suggestions on certain set pieces in the realistic versus fantastic range. So for example, here you got one on the realism side or realistic side of the pandemic. We all know, yep, that's real. Certain movies like Outbreak and stuff like that talk about that, or the Andromeda strain or something like that. And then on the other side, you have, check this out, the end times. Call me impressed. Now they have a caveat in there and be like, oh, we're not promoting this, as far as taking sides or everything. I get it. I get why you have to say that. I'm just impressed you included it at all because, staying true to the genre, end times is post-apocalyptic as far as how we think about it. Oh, for sheezy. And all you have to do is read Revelation in the Bible. Oh, for real. And what's cool is that they don't stop there. They got a whole section on it in there. And they got, dude, I am impressed that y'all did that. So kudos to y'all on that. Now, when it comes to the plot section, then it has a table. It's called the plot seed table. There, they have a whole bunch of plot seeds. You can go ahead and you can roll them again, or you can choose which ones you want to do, tweak them a little bit, and kind of just go from there. I don't know about y'all, but I want to get into some Rust and Redemption, specifically the world building part of it, kind of as a creative release and outlet. Now, at the very beginning of this video, I'll talk to you about how to get in on our biggest giveaway ever. And there's only one way you can do that. You have to be part of the Leet Squad. I don't do giveaways to just anybody on my channel. You have to be part of the Leet Squad. The Leet Squad is my mailing list, but it's much more than that. It is a community of like-minded individuals where we can connect with one another and be RPG elite or RPG elite-ish, and really actually make some new connections and possibly friends in the process. So how do you become part of that? Well, you might have seen a link go across the screen during this video. It says Leet Squad sign up, and then it says Leet sign up. That same link is down in the description of every video that I have. And it's the first link that you will see. You're gonna have to go there, click on that link. And of course, this is only if you wanna be part of the giveaway or the Leet Squad just in general. Click on that link. It's gonna take you to a landing page. And there, you're gonna fill in your name, you're gonna fill in your email, you're gonna hit the blue button, and then that's gonna be it. Now, in order to get access to the private server, you gotta go and apply for that. And I check to make sure that you're in the Leet Squad, and then we go ahead and we approve you. And you're all in like Flynn after that. So, in terms of the giveaway, which is, oh, did I mention? The giveaway that we're talking about here, this major giveaway, it's worth, the value of it is $400. Yep. So what we're gonna do is we are going to preempt our Dark Conspiracy Friday Classic Tabletop RPG video, and we're going to talk simply about this tool that you can use, whether you're a GM or whether you're a player. And this is what you're going to win if you join the Leet Squad and if you are chosen, and that stuff is done randomly. All right. So there it is, folks. If you got any value out of this video at all, anything, then go ahead and could you do a brother a solid and do a little different today, y'all. Crush the like button. What you think about that? Also, if you want to just become part of what we have going on here, the YouTube channel, and maybe you just don't want to join the Leet Squad right now, that's fine, y'all. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We've got the question of the vid, and the question of the vid is this. In terms of post-apocalyptic settings, what's your favorite? And it could be in anything. Tabletop RPGs, film, television, whatever. What's your favorite post-apocalyptic setting? All right, y'all, that will be it for moi. That means that your boys got selected stage left. It's the beginning of the week, but if you have a game this week, y'all, then I'm gonna say happy gaming because I want it to be an RPG Elite session. Till next time, your boy has got to slide on out of here and say peace, 5,000 leets. Yep, I am gone.